It was a quiet Friday evening. One of those rare nights when the whole family sat together for dinner. The clinking of cutlery and soft laughter filled the air, but beneath that noise, my heart carried a silence that had been growing for months. My wife Sarah sat across from me, smiling and joking with our 12-year-old son Ethan. Her laughter still sounded beautiful, but lately, I had begun to question whether it was meant for me anymore. Dinner passed peacefully, almost too peacefully. I was halfway lost in my thoughts when Sarah suddenly said she had to meet a friend for a quick errand. It wasn't unusual, she had been going out a lot lately. Still, something in her tone, the way she avoided my eyes, told me there was more to it. So when she left that night, I stayed silent. I didn't ask where she was going or when she'd be back. I just watched the door close behind her. After she left, Ethan and I began clearing the table together. I could tell he sensed something. Kids always do. I tried to smile, to act normal, but my heart was heavy. When we finished cleaning up, I sat on the couch, scrolling aimlessly through my phone. Ethan stayed behind in the kitchen, pretending to be busy rinsing dishes. After a while, he came over, his small hand still damp from the water. "Dad?" he said softly. "Can I talk to you about something?" I turned to him, surprised by his serious tone. "Of course, buddy. What's up?" He hesitated. His lips trembled slightly before he spoke again. "It's about Mom." My chest tightened instantly. "What about her?" I asked, trying to sound calm. He looked down, fidgeting with his fingers. I didn't want to say anything before, but I saw her with someone at the mall a few weeks ago. My heart stopped. "She said it was a coworker," he continued. "But, Dad, they were holding hands." For a moment, I couldn't breathe. The room went silent except for the ticking clock on the wall. I had suspected something for weeks. The late nights, the secretive texts, the sudden bursts of affection followed by cold distance. But hearing it from my son, that broke me in a way nothing else could. I forced myself to stay composed. "Are you sure, Ethan?" I asked softly. He nodded. "I didn't want to make you sad. But I thought you should know." He looked at me with tears welling up in his eyes, as if he had done something wrong. That sight, my innocent boy carrying the weight of an adult secret, tore through me. I hugged him tightly. "Thank you for telling me," I whispered. "You did the right thing." That night, after I put Ethan to bed, I sat alone in the living room, staring at the empty side of the couch where Sarah usually sat. My hands were shaking. I opened her laptop, the one she thought I never touched. I knew her password. My heart pounded as I went through her emails, and there it was. Confirmation. Dozens of messages with a man named Mark, romantic ones, plans to meet, pictures, compliments, promises. I felt the world collapse around me. The woman I had loved for 15 years, the mother of my child, had betrayed us both. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat in silence, the words from those emails echoing in my head like a cruel song. By morning, I had made my decision. When Sarah came home, pretending everything was fine, I waited until Ethan left for school. Then I confronted her. At first, she denied it. Of course she did. But when I showed her the emails, she broke down. Tears, apologies, excuses, all the things you expect to hear when the truth finally comes out. She said she was lonely, that I had been too focused on work, that she didn't mean for it to happen. But all I could think about was Ethan. How he had seen it first, how he had tried to protect me. I would have forgiven anything. I told her quietly, anything, except watching our son lose faith in his mother. That's when she broke completely. The next few weeks were chaos, tears, therapy sessions, endless conversations about what went wrong. I wanted to hate her, but I couldn't, not completely. Because no matter what, she was still Ethan's mother. And despite everything, a small part of me still remembered the woman I fell in love with. We separated for a while. I moved into a small apartment not far from the house so I could still see Ethan every day. I thought the pain would fade with time. But healing isn't a straight line. It's messy, and it hurts in waves. Months passed. One evening, Ethan and I were having dinner together in my apartment. Just the two of us. He had grown quieter since everything happened, more thoughtful. After we ate, he helped me clean up again, just like that night months ago. When we finished, he looked at me and said, "Dad, are you and Mom going to be okay?" I sighed. "I don't know, buddy. Some things take time to fix." He nodded slowly. Then he said something that nearly brought me to tears. "Even if you don't fix it," he whispered, "I'm glad I told you. Because now you smile for real again." I felt my throat tighten. That small, honest sentence. from a 12-year-old boy, carried more wisdom than any therapist ever could. I pulled him into a hug, holding him close. "You're my reason to keep smiling," I told him, and I meant it. Sometimes, betrayal doesn't destroy you. It strips away everything false until only the truth remains. I lost a marriage, yes. But I found something purer in the wreckage: my son's courage, his honesty, and the reminder that love, real love, doesn't vanish when hearts break. It just changes form. And in that quiet after dinner, when my son stayed behind to ask the question that shattered my world, he also gave me the strength to rebuild it.